At the end of the day, OutSchool is my full-time platform with TpT, YouTube, and other projects acting kind of like side hustles and additional income streams. But if I sit down and calculate how many hours I put in each week, especially now during summer, the busy season, it's now between Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Really quick, how are we feeling about the summer hair? If you caught last week's video, at the very end I mentioned that they were going to be chopping off about 4 to 5 inches, and we went somewhere between like 6 and 8. So we went from this to this. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But as a full-time online teacher, especially on OutSchool, the biggest questions I see in my comments and my DMs are either, how much money do you make? Or how many hours do you actually end up working? In regards to the first question, I am going to be doing some future income videos just to share, how much money I make during high season versus how much time I put into it. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you do want to see some future income reports. But in today's video, I do want to break down how many hours I put in during the week, whether that's creating classes, corresponding with parents or learners, listing classes, doing scheduling, sending out assignments for learners in what are called flex classes where there are no live meetings. For any other OutSchool teacher, you will understand this, but there are different kinds of classes you can teach on this platform. Some that meet every single day, some that meet once a week, some that meet twice a week, some that never meet at all, and assignments are sent to learners and they can complete them, and video assignments and classes all on their own schedule. So you could teach on OutSchool and just do one of those, or you can put your eggs in different baskets and try different kinds of classes. That is indeed what I'm doing. If you are somebody who is interested in getting started on OutSchool, I would honestly recommend getting started in the summer season. I do have an OutSchool course creation guide down below available for free on kristinsclassroom.com. If that is something you are interested in checking out, seeing what kind of classes you'd be interested in making, all information is down below in the description box. But I do think it is safe to say that there is a lot that goes into online teaching. Question of the day, and this one is for other people who are teaching online. How many hours are you putting in this summer? Are you trying to make it a marathon and make the most of your income while learners and students are not in their regular primary school situations? Let me know how many hours you are working down below, whether you are full-time or it is just a side hustle. Let us know down below in the comments and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, be sure to stick around until the end of the video because I do want to share with you guys updates and what kind of class types are selling the best this summer. It seems to change summer by summer. I'll let you guys know what I am seeing at the end of this video. But without any further ado, let's get into how many hours I work a week as a full-time OutSchool teacher. When it comes to making and listing classes, by the time June 1st hits, I have 90% of my classes already created with their class times and schedule availability posted on OutSchool. There will be some times where things may come up, things need to be rescheduled, or class material needs to be altered or shifted, just depending on the situation. And I will go in each and every week and make sure everything is set. But I, as you can see in previous vlogs, I'll put my vlog channel up here if you want to see this, I spend countless hours prepping for the summer season. So by the time we get here, I am already ready to go. I can actually look ahead right now. I'm filming this on June 13th. I can actually see what classes I have scheduled for the first week of September. It is not always like that, but I know now in the summer high season when I'm going to see the most students I'll see probably throughout the entire year. Having my schedule prepped really is a time saver, and it helps me show up, be prepared, and be ready for classes. So 2 hours a week for class creation and listing. There may again be some times where I decide I want to teach an evening class. I may see that one of my camps is doing really well, so maybe I want to offer a similar one-time class more to see if I can get an influx of new students that try the one-time class and then want to try going into a camp. If you are new to this channel and you have not seen any of my other OutSchool videos, I do have videos talking about how I market my OutSchool classes and how I can funnel learners in from one class type to another so they can sample one of my classes in like a low risk, have some fun, learn how these classes work setting, and if they like it, then they can funnel into the longer classes. Now, correspondence is not something I can plan in advance, and when you are teaching several learners in several different class types every single week, you are going to have correspondence with parents. Whether that be somebody missed a class, how do they get the recording? What are we learning next week? I'm gonna be out in 3 weeks from now. Questions from the class we just finished, wanting to know more information about something we maybe even did a few weeks ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I always kind of celebrate when I hit inbox 0, and that is because I try to get to my parents and learners all that correspondence ASAP, but if it's 6:30 at night, I've already done, what did I do? Yesterday I did 8 camps, 2 ongoing, and 1 one-time class. I was having dinner with my husband, and I already have my cell phone set to not show me emails after 5 o'clock. So if they email me in the evening, I will not get back to it until the next day, but I do feel, not a pressure, but I feel like almost obligated that I should get back to them as soon as possible, especially if it's a class that's a camp that meets Monday to Friday. If I don't get back to them until Thursday or Friday, the class is close to being finished and complete, so I do try to get to my learners and their parents as soon as possible. You may also get messages from prospective parents wanting to know more information about what's going to be covered in the class, what's the material, how many learners should we expect, is my child the right fit for this kind of class? So again, I've mentioned this many times on this YouTube channel, being an online teacher or just an edupreneur or a teacherpreneur can feel like a one-woman or a one-man show. You wear all of the hats.
So what do you do around here? Like, what would you say that your job is? A little bit of everything.
Flex classes, like we mentioned at the beginning of this video, are classes that have no live meetings in them. So me, as the instructor, it is my job to make sure the class materials, the assignments, the discussions all get put into the class. And when students do respond to those, I correspond with them. I put this down as 2 hours per week. It honestly depends with the enrollments. I offer 6 new flex classes every single week on different days. So if I get 1 learner versus 6 learners, I will have to make sure I am in there, I am posting, I am participating in discussions so that those learners, while they're not in a live class with me, they do feel like part of a community and they get, you know, what they paid for signing up for our classes. And last but not least, the big one, teaching. Of course, you thought that would probably be the first one, but I saved it for the last. As of right now, day of filming this video, I am teaching Monday to Friday, 9 to noon, and then 2 to 6. And then I wrote here on Monday and Friday, it's 1 hour earlier, so 2 to 5 on Monday and Friday. But that does come out to 33 hours a week. And some of these classes have 1 to 2 learners all the way up to 6 learners, depending on the class type, the age I'm working with, and the number of learners I allot in each class. Now, I did want to note in here there are breaks. I right now am teaching a majority of 30-minute classes with 5, 10 to sometimes 15-minute breaks. And while yes, during those breaks, I am not teaching, I'm not on that camera with that headset, but I am very much prepping a class or using the restroom or filling up the water bottle. I go through 3 of these a day to keep up my voice, especially during summer camp season. So even though I am not teaching a solid 7 hours a day, that does also include like a lunch break, of course, but 9 to noon, that's 3 hours, and 2 to 6, that's 4 hours. Even with that 2-hour midday break with lunch, maybe a workout, cleaning, you know, since I work from home, I do try to do some housework. That is still 7 hours between 9 to noon and 2 to 6. So even with the lunch break taken out of the equation, that is still 33 hours a week that I am in my office, I am prepping if I am not in a class, or if a student is late or doesn't show up, I will then try to catch up on email, check the schedule. Is there a class that's probably not going to book? Should I swap it out with another class? Again, it's all trial and error, really, truly. But at the end of the day, putting all of that together, I wish I could say it was an easy, beautiful 20 hours a week with all this extra time off. Guys, it's a 40-hour week work schedule. Between the teaching, the flex class setup, corresponding with parents, creating classes and listing classes, even on the best weeks, it is 40 hours a week. So, to all my friends that used to ask me, do you really work when you work from home? With all the respect in the world, yes, online teachers, we absolutely do work. We do put in the hours. Are we still in control of our schedules? Yes. Are there times where I know I'm going to need to take days or weeks off for certain events in life? Yes. I was able to last year take a few weeks off in the month of December from teaching OutSchool classes, and I used that time to unpack the house. I painted this office and designed it. But I was able to take that time off. Was I paid for that time off? Absolutely not. So that is it. That answers the question, how many hours I work a week as a full-time OutSchool teacher. Last but not least, if you made it here, I do want to share the most popular class types I have seen this summer so far. We are 3 weeks into the summer schedule, and I have noticed not camps doing the best this year. It's actually ongoing classes. Yes, I'm still getting enrollments in my Monday to Friday summer camps, but right now I am teaching 6 flex classes, and 2 of them, no, not flex. I am already teaching 6 ongoing classes, and 2 of them are completely sold out. And it's June 13th. We're teaching them all summer long. I expected a few here and there in June, more in July, and maybe a little bit of a drop in August. Ongoing seems to be the way to go, and parents have asked me a lot of questions about, will this class go all summer? We want a consistent schedule. So if you are new to OutSchool and you want to make some classes, I recommend taking a look at doing some ongoing classes. If you don't know what those class types are, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any questions. If you want to grab that course creation guide, go ahead and grab that down there as well in the description box. Also, I'm going to be coming out with something I made for me, and it has honestly kept me so incredibly motivated. It is literally a chart of my summer online income goal. And I know we're only like a week and a half of payments in, 2 weeks into teaching, but I'm literally highlighting all the way up. I'm going to put this in my TpT shop, and I'm going to put it on kristinsclassroom.com for free, just because this is something that I designed for me to use and I love it. I want you guys to try it out as well. Let me know your thoughts on it. Other online teachers, let me know what your schedule looks like these days, whether you're full-time, part-time, or just getting started. Let me know down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for 16,000 subscribers. You have no idea how amazing that is. I am now receiving opportunities and things I never even dreamed that I could do, and it is majorly in part to you guys and your support. So guys, have a great week. I will see you all in the next one.